Hi people, welcome to Rebirth of the Cool Volume 1, dedicated 110% to my legacy, Blue UK Jazz Dance. Now, my legacy, I'm a legendary pioneer, champion and ambassador. I dance to live, I dance to breathe, I dance to be free, I dance to be me. One of the key things I'm recognizing my legacy is my staying power commitment to a core mission statement that I created in 1981, and that was to promote the positive images and energy of my African cultural heritage arts and wider uses. Yeah, and to evidence the wider use, I was the first individuals to start to do pilots around that, the wider use. Now, I was supported by this gentleman. Was my coach, mentor, consultant, friend, investor in my projects. From 8 years old to 26, I was with this gentleman. He gained a master's in education. His master's in education was basically did research to identify that African diaspora young people were not failing because of genetics, which was being spread globally, locally, nationally, regionally. They were failing because they had linguistic challenges and they weren't socialized in the educational system. That was happening, particularly those who had parents who never had education in the Caribbean, which I had. He took me under his wing, Mr. Blackman, boom, and he led me to fly solo as a person. He was an individual, he introduced me to the fact you need to do a continuous planning development, professional development, and personal development plan if you want to be successful. What can happen in life is simply this: you don't gain the qualifications, you don't gain the job that you want. You have to have 4, 5, 6. With Mr. Blackman, I created 12 jobs that I could do. Now, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to fly solo. He didn't have a problem with that. Do you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be an aviator. Boom, I had about 6, 7, 8 jobs that I would require to wanted to do in the aviation, and the other ones outside the RAF, basically. Okay. Now, Mr. Blackman, what he did, he then identified I need to find jobs outside that the RAF just in case I don't get in there. Now, our marker was simply this: 8 O levels was the marker for me to do everything I wanted to require to do. Right. Mr. Blackman knew simply that dance education, sports education, volunteering your skills to do events management would build your skills. So he identified to me, let me cross over, boom, that doing activities, sports, dance, events management, being involved in your community can develop your professionalism skills, your communication skills, your team working skills, your organizing, your planning, your problem solving skills, your resilience, your commercial awareness of the world in general, your cultural diversity, okay, awareness. Now, one of the key things was, as I said, Mr. Blackman was the individual who helped me shape my mission statement. And from 1981 to now, that mission statement, I will just reiterate, is to promote the positive energy and images of my African culture heritage arts. So there's me promoting the image of my African culture heritage arts, Caribbean heritage arts, particularly it's urban, and that's the urban, okay? Right. I started to identify to individuals, okay, I need to evidence, and from 81 I started to put evidence together on a CV. How did I develop my professional skills, communication skills, team working skill, organizing skill, problem learning skills, resilient leadership skills? Identified my involvement in dance was one of the things. Have you got that right? Was one of the things. My involvement in sports. Over the years, it was my involvement in dance has been a key factor to my development of these skills. Have you got that? Me piloting projects. Identified I've been involved in dance as a person to live for my work. I danced to breathe. I had breathing problems. I used it to help me. I danced to be free spirited, basically, and dance to be myself, basically, was important to me as a creative culture leader. Okay. Now, what was important, I identified not only skills, these skills, as I said, professionalism, communication, team working, organizing, planning, problem solving. It taught me stress management skills. And over the years, I evidenced research and development around it reducing stress management. Do you understand? Right. And as I said, today I kept my focus to identify that Mr. Blackman was a key and pinnacle person